Hello, everybody. Sorry, we're just talking about spicy nugs and whatnot. So,
So good. Hi. How's
Hi.
everyone doing?
Hello.
Who's
Hi, we
that?
have special
who's
guest,
that non-beard man over there?
Non-bearded man.
You know, Halloween's coming. I probably could have got a beard for this one.
There you go. Oh, that'd been awesome. A Velcro beard, you just rip it off at the end.
Yeah.
It was me.
Man.
It was Jourdo the entire time.
No, what you need to do is get like a Santa Claus beard, big, long, flowing one. That
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then a fan
dye
so
it
it could
black,
just blow
that
in the
way.
wind. That'd be
See
great.
if I can outbeard Chris.
I don't think you can.
No one can outbeard the Chris.
No, this is like
No.
It's our Wednesday night beard critique.
Is it
you know?
really? Wow. Beards in chat. Wait, is that a thing? I'm gonna check right now.
You're not on stream right now.
Hold on. Am
You're
I?
hosting?
What's going on?
You're hosting.
We're
DM
hosting
Armada.
Game Armada.
Oh, hold on. It just takes a second.
You just wasted all that gold.
all that,
Yeah.
all that comedy beard gold.
All right.
Bearded comedy gold.
I think.
I'm showing we're live.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're live now.
I'm showing we're
Okay.
live. All right.
All right.
So, hi everybody. We're back again with just us and
the
Jourdo.
block rockin' beat.
Yeah, we're popping and locking for you.
We're gonna talk about the hockey.
I'm sorry.
I did a
Our country.
Another topic that I know nothing about. Great.
Jourdo, I'm sorry. Our country's more qualified to talk about hockey. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I came. I wanted to learn about it. Who did? Sorry.
Oh.
I think hockey was
when are we
invented
gonna
in
get Reg
Canada in
on so I can talk
1983.
about crokinole more? You know,
I got a crokinole board upstairs.
I've got one too, man. We need to get a game going. Figure out how to play it virtually.
I don't
We'll
even
work
know
on
what
that.
that
I'm freaked out right now. Honestly.
is. Scaring me, man. You're scaring me.
All right.
Get off.
So this week we're gonna be talking to Jourdo about the Roll for the North, the tournament that's going on, and we're also gonna do a little cleanup on the tournament we just put on, the prep for the Roll for the North, the monthly one shot that we put on. So we're just gonna go over that a little bit, and I don't know, we'll probably get Wills off here pretty soon. But yeah,
Sometimes it bees that way, man.
yeah.
So, to get started, Jourdo, why don't you tell us about your stuff for anybody that's never seen you before or
About my
met you?
stuff.
Tell us about your stuff, bro.
Is this the appropriate place to talk about stuff?
Tell us
As long
about
as you don't show it. I think that's fine. I think that's how the Twitch works.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
Twitch rule. You can talk about it, just don't show it.
Got
Yeah.
it, got it. Okay. Well, I run a little site called dm-north.com, and we are running a little tournament this coming weekend called Roll for the North, and it's basically we're calling it the unofficial Canadian Nats, the official
I like it.
unofficial Canadian Nats. So modern build. Jocelyn, where's my magic background? Ask me in a couple days. We're gonna see what I can do here.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Amazon wasn't very fast.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, so we're running a little party on Saturday, and we've got pretty good turnout so far. Let me just double check where we're at.
So
29
this Saturday,
players.
wow, 29 players on 9/19. That's a lot of nines. Or 19.
Yeah.
Do y'all do the 19-9?
I do
up
the
in Canada.
19-9 because I'm always day, month, year. That's the way I
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
it should be year, month, day. Is make it nice and serial. So.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, it's a good amount of people. Actually, more people than I expected to sign up.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm quite impressed with that. So thank you everyone who has signed up.
you're quite impressed with yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm quite impressed with everybody else who actually did sign up.
Fair
Like I said,
enough.
You impress us, Jourdo. It's fine.
We're
We're impressed by you every day.
That's right. No, I'm happy with what we've got so far. I'm kind of hoping we don't get too many more because I don't want to have to run 6 rounds.
Now, as such, you're doing it as a best 2 out of 3 format, Swiss
Yeah.
format, no top cuts. So
No top cuts. I mean, the problem with online tournaments is they can be long. It's a long
Yep.
day,
Yeah.
and that's you're committing to hiding from your family for many hours, and not all of us can do that all day long. So
Yeah.
I made the decision with this one. Just I like the MOD PDM format. It's it's nice. It's open. It allows people to get some games in, and it's not taking up your whole day.
It's not obnoxious.
You mentioned the MOD PDM.
Yes.
They, of course, just ran the UK Games Expo. One of the big differences in their format than most others is there was a fixed time limit to each round as well.
Yes.
So it's not, it's not the normal 30 minutes or 50 minutes per round, and then you get your overtime rounds if you get to turns. So how, do you want to quickly explain how that's going to work?
Yeah, we're doing 50-minute rounds. I'm going to actually pull up my own site so I don't screw up anything.
I read it. I was going to let you, fumble on it and not me make a mess of it. So,
do you want me to pull up your website so we can go follow along with that?
What's my website again?
That would be dm-north.com.
Yeah. Where did I put the rules? We're doing 50-minute rounds, best 2 out of 3. And basically at time, whoever's the active player at the time just finishes their turn, and that's it. Highest life wins that game.
All right.
So
slightly different than the MOD PDM, but we learned from some mistakes on that one.
I talked with Chris about this one, and there was a lot of confusion over time. So I decided just when we
keep
hit
it as
time,
simple as possible.
We're done. And sometimes turns, like when you go to turns, that can extend the game like another half hour sometimes.
It can. Yep. It can.
We want to try to keep it to, and probably, like we say 50 minutes, but I bet you each round's probably going to be about an hour when you get right down to it. So
yeah.
And halfway through the first round, Chris is like, "Oh, I shouldn't have made that rule."
It makes sense to me. Well, you've had a little bit of drinking here. You probably had a little bit of drinking while you were writing the rules. Who knows?
Oh man.
And so you're allowing proxies, huh?
We are allowing pretty much everything. Like if you can.
Well, I thought the proxies are only for Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Infinity Gauntlet is kind of what we're allowing the proxies on. With the one Typhoid Mary, which is the problem die right now, we did kind of put up a couple card sleeves for people to use that give you reasonable proxies for it. Right. They're still not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but you're just going to have to follow along. So we're using either Hal Jordan from Green Arrow Flash and Shriek as the other one.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to track the stats, so you know what the actual stats are. It's up to you to pay the right purchase cost. It's up to you to pay the right fielding costs. So you are, if you're going to do it, you got to take responsibility for it.
Yeah.
And I like how you provided the alternate sleeves by Reg, so they can print them out and they have those two dice side by side, so you know what the stats are.
That's what we that's Reg and I talked about that, and I asked him, like, can you do your format like this, just so if someone wants to use it, they can just print that card up, and they're gonna have you can't mess. Well, you shouldn't be able to mess it up.
in the heat of a game, I can see it still getting messed up, but specifically the purchase cost, I can see people, like, if they use the Shriek and forgetting that on the level 3 face that they'd have to pay 2 instead of 1. Things like that. Or if they're using the you said the Hal Jordan for the other one, it's got on level 1, it's got a 1 fielding cost versus Typhoid.
And it's not just on the owner of that die to do it. It's up to you as the opponent to be like, hey, you're supposed to pay 2 for that.
Yeah, because accidents happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with proxy dice,
everyone's got to be on their toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping it won't be an issue. We'll see. This is kind of the first go with this for Typhoid Mary in particular.
So yeah, I mean, we of course did the monthly one shot this last weekend, following as much of your format as possible. Again, we do just one round, so we didn't do the best 2 out of 3 or anything like that. But we actually, we didn't have very many Typhoid Marys show up in the event, and everyone that did have it had the actual dice.
Yeah.
So is going to be a big piece or not? To be honest with you, like it's one of those ones that when it was announced, it was like, oh crap, here's Shriek again, and the fun's over. But we haven't actually seen her in a tournament yet, so
not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know that she's going to be that big of a deal because, I mean, with all this stuff that can spin stuff out as energy, I mean, she's not going to last long. God catchers are pretty fast. You can't blank a God catcher.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to God Catchers once Dark Phoenix comes out, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of that at work. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
All right.
So
back on us. Back on us from the. And Jocelyn's right. Just don't bring a control, you filthy casuals.
So, bring the jank.
Yeah, now you've had a couple of pre-rulings that you have up on your website, but I know you've also had a couple of rulings privately. So
yeah, those are coming up on the website. I will post any question that's asked
pre-answered.
To me. I will post something about it on the website. I'll probably do that tonight. And I do tell people I'm going to try to be as vague as possible as to what the exact combo is.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. There's just not really any hiding. Actually, one of the people just said, just say I'm doing it and this is what I'm going to do.
That's awesome.
But no, the two that you have up on the website currently, there's the rush clarification, which is if you pull multiple of the same rush trigger. So I'm going to use Gamora as the example. So you pull one Gamora initially, and then out of the rush triggers, you pull the second Gamora. It does not stack.
Why would you pick Gamora? Something happened somewhere, I remember, with that same exact...
That's the only rush character I remember off the top of my head. But if the Gamora were to pull in Iron Man, which has rush, the Iron Man would trigger for subsequent ones as well.
Yeah. So different rush. I think the way I explained it, hopefully, was I said it's on or off. It's well active ability, basically.
Yep. Yeah, and then the other one you had was Rare Drax's interaction with Godcatcher.
Yeah, which is none.
Yeah. You can target the card, but then since he's not a character, it does nothing. So
fizzles, so to speak.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the wording was different than Blob, because Blob would have helped you out a fair bit.
Yes. But at also half the cost of Blob, you know.
Sweet, sweet Blob, he was so young.
We hardly knew you.
So, and then, as you said, I know you've got some other rulings coming up, so just keep an eye out on their website. Specifically, it's...
Okay. I was going to say, just if you do have a question beforehand, like something you want to know how it's going to work for this tournament and you're not sure, just hit me up on Discord, send me a message.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'll give you my best answer. Whether or not it's the right answer, I don't know, but I do ask for help on some of these. And then at least I will, like I said, I will make it all public so that there's no surprises for anyone. So those will keep coming until probably Friday when the team lists are in. By then, it's too late to ask any questions.
Yeah, and you can go to Dice Masters Online, that Discord, or you can even ask them in our server. You are in there quite a bit.
Yeah,
and we'll redirect people to you if need be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, officially, you guys are using the Dice Masters Online Discord server to coordinate and run the tournament. But
yes, I'm everywhere.
90% of the people are on the one or on the other. So ask it on either one, and it will get seen. So
yes, absolutely.
How much is the tournament to enter?
It is absolutely free for Americans.
What?
For Americans?
I'm going to make a Canadian dollar joke, but no.
It's 1,000 Canadian rubies, which is a penny for us.
No, the Canadian dollar joke would have been, well, it's going to be $6 Canadian, but for everyone else that becomes free.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're not charging anything for this one. We do have a donation link if you want to. You're not forced to by any stretch of the imagination. But no, for this one we're doing nothing. Just come out, have fun, and take our stuff.
Yeah. Take our stuff. Oh my god.
Take our stuff.
All right, and so let's talk about prizing that you have real fast. It looks like you're going to be doing a fellowship award that you guys are calling the most Canadian player. So I take that as the whoever gets the most blank text cards on their team is going to get Reg's vote.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's how it's going to work. No, I mean it's going to be like kind of who do you enjoy the most on the day? Like who?
Right.
Who was the nicest person? Who said A the most?
All right, and so then you're going to be doing a prize raffle. So how is
so-
the raffle going to work here?
So everyone who has signed up is entered in the raffle. So all the names that are on there right now already have an entry. You have to finish the day. Let me add that too. So if you do decide to drop out, your raffle tickets go with you. Each
So
win is
more so, it's everyone who finishes all the rounds of the tournament get one
Yes.
entry. Okay.
Yeah. You can send your entry fee. Jocelyn's collecting entry fees if you. Yeah, every win is going to get you an entry, and we've basically created a really nice prize wheel that's got everything on it. And we've got a couple prize wheels, one for certain things, early birds, things like that, and main stuff as well. So I basically put all the promos I have on there, and you're going to spin the wheel. That's what you're coming out with, on top of like whatever the set pricing that we've already got put on the site as well.
And so you can get multiple raffle entries, as you said. You know, one for finishing the event, one for, I believe you said, each win gets you an additional entry. Okay. So and then the rest of it, you're doing top 3.
Yes. So we've got, again, let me pull up my own website here and find the prizing section. So we've got a beautiful trophy made by Easy Laser Works, which for those who don't know is Zach from formerly James and Zach. He put this together for me. So the winner will be getting that lovely trophy.
I've got it on screen now for you.
There we go. It even lights up too. There you go. So that the winner gets, that's the only thing there. First and second place are going to get one of 2 playmats. So basically the way we've set that up is the winner is going to pick first, whichever one they want, and the runner-up gets the other one. Third place has a lovely dice bag created by Jostitch, which some of you may know is Jocelyn. So she has created that.
I was just thinking, like, you said her name wrong in my head.
They're so used to that.
Damn it. Ryan, who donated the third place prize?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Jostitch.
J Money. That's what he called her.
You get over here.
You.
I forgot about that. That's right. And then we're gonna have like our fellowship award is going to basically, we've created some prize bundles here that you can that people are going to pick from. So the first place is going to have first pick of the bundle, second place whatever's left, third place whatever's left, and then whatever.
I got my eye on that Loki bundle. You know what I'm saying?
What, you've got 4 of those Loki packs now? 3 or 4 of them?
I've opened 2 of my personal boxes have had Loki packs, and then that was the WizKids box.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
That had that. So I laughed when I got it. So
as soon as you pull those dice out, you see all those Loki dice. You're like, oh, I know this pack.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so the prizing, we called it the collector's bundle, is basically 2 preview cards from the Memphis draft, the preview draft in Memphis. And then, as you mentioned, there's apparently some history to that other card that I wasn't aware of when it was added to the prize pool.
Yep. So that Mr. Fantastic specifically was on Kelly Davies' team in the very first Worlds competition, and he placed in the top 8. I don't remember exactly which spot he placed in that. And so that card is specifically from that team from that event. So
that's actually cool. I thought it was just a signed card. Didn't know it.
No, they're and so as such, they have it's signed by Jimmy, Mike Elliott, and
Eric Lang.
Thank you, Eric Lang. I always forget Elliott's name, not Lang's. This was reverse. But they were all there live at the event, and they signed all 10 cards off of the top 8 teams for people. So yeah.
So that's the main one. Then we've created what we called the meta bundle. So a bunch of cards that are apparently pretty good. that Rare Widow's a lot better than I actually thought she would be.
That Rare Widow has been doing some work.
Oh my god, like I'm impressed with that one. So they're all little foil cards, and you got a nice super rare there, and then probably the top prize, the Loki bundle. I think that's gonna go first.
that one, yeah.
The greatest prize in our hearts and in our minds, so you can't beat it.
Yeah.
And then I just called it the heroic bundle because I didn't have a good name for it.
I like it.
Mora and stuff. There's a rare Spider-Man there for I think there's someone who likes rare Spider-Man. I'm not sure who.
Oh, everyone in the world? Maybe.
Someone's probably been talking about that card for a little while.
I think there's been a couple references to it. Yeah.
So that's in there. And then some foil BACs. So pictured, there's 4 of them in there. I've thrown in a couple more that I was just actually too lazy to take pictures of.
Dude,
I wish I would have known that you were needing some, because I probably could have added more for you.
I wasn't really looking for them. Like I had those first 4 from the WizKids pack, and then I had some spares myself. I'm going, well, I'll just toss them in and whatever. Yeah. I don't need them.
Well, and then I know there's a lot more stuff still en route to you. We were, just commenting that it's taking forever to get up to you. So
Canada Post is causing some issues here.
So actually, I was going to blame the U.S. Post Office on this one because they get blamed for everything else right now.
It's a little of both because Canada Customs has held on to a couple things.
And by the way, here's a dice bag that Jocelyn made. Also, she makes all the CR Game Room dice bags that we hand out. So they're quality. They're really good. So if you don't get one from the tournament, be sure to check out her Etsy store. She makes really good bags. So
yes, I actually got it here, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to give that away. So don't tell her that.
She's in the chat. She's right behind you.
Man, wait for her. She's not there. And then you can see our wheel, or our sample wheel that we've created there on the website, and that's the one that's loaded with all the goodies.
Nice.
All them goodies.
And
nice.
So there's a fair number of goodies on this one. Like more than I actually expected to have. So.
Right. And again, what's the deadline for sign up on that?
We've got a deadline for the team lists are, I want to say 5 p.m. on Friday. So this coming Friday. So that's pretty much your entry deadline too. So I mean, you can still up until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess there's time zones here.
Yeah.
You can enter. You can sign up right at the last second there. But your team list has to be in by that point in time too.
Yeah.
Because I do need time to do stuff with them.
Yeah. It's the worst because we do it on the one shot where we allow people to enter all the way up until right before. And it's not that many people. It's not that bad, but my God, if it was any more than just the 8, it would just be like, nah, we need to have the cutoff like 2 hours ahead of time at the very least, if not more. Oh, it's so terrible.
Actually, you haven't dealt with this one yet, Jourdo. So I'm going to give you a little wisdom and insight here. The check-in process.
Oh yeah,
is going to be one of the most nerve-wracking moments of your day.
Good luck with that.
Hunting the people down and
you're saying like extend or open the check-in to earlier? Because I think I've got an hour.
You can. Yeah, you can. We leave it at 30 minutes before just so that people don't check in and then walk away.
Okay.
And then, so we do it. Yeah. But there's a couple of individuals who every event is like 1 minute till, and we're like, dude, come on, check in. They're like, I'm almost there.
Ben.
So yeah, just fair warning. That's going to be one of the more stressful points of your day, because as soon as that's done, you're instantly going into now we're starting round 1 type. Get all the seeds shuffled and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not a calm before the storm.
I was talking with True Mr. Six. I think it was yesterday. I was saying it feels weird. Like I'm not doing there's nothing to do right now, but I feel like I should be doing something.
Yeah.
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 It's all gonna hit you at once, and you're gonna wish
Oh,
you
I
didn't
know,
have
I
anything
know.
to do.
Exactly.
I mean, just know that we're here for you if there's anything that goes
no,
on. Ryan's always right in Discord.
Sorry,
Yep.
can't swear at the stream, right? Oh no, we can swear on the
No,
stream.
Yeah.
we can swear. Yeah, we don't.
What the fuck are you talking about, Jourdo?
You can do big swears or small swears, any kind of swears.
Yeah.
Just as long as we don't show our stuff. That's right.
You just
Exactly.
can't show your stuff. Exactly. No nips on Twitch.
As long as you're talking about it, it's okay. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
all good.
All right. So
Sweet. What time does the event officially start? When is round one supposed to kick off?
let's see if he gets a time zone done.
12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that's 1 o'clock our time. Okay.
No.
No, other
Eastern.
way.
That would be 11 our time.
Yeah.
10 my time.
Yeah. 10 your
you're
time.
right. I did it the other way. Yep.
Yep.
You did it dumb.
I jumped into the
And
future on
this
that
is
one,
why
guys.
we have friend time.
Yeah.
Coming up every time you mention a time on the Discord server, going, and that means this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
There you go.
I can figure it out to Eastern time zone, but once we go past that and we're getting into the European stuff, like I have no idea what time it starts. No
Yeah.
clue.
When you ask what time we go on, I'm like, if it helps you any, our prep time is 2 hours and 10 minutes from now.
The sad part about that is if he doesn't see it for 30 minutes, now he's just like,
There's a timestamp on it. There's a timestamp on it.
I did math for this
Yeah.
one. Last time I think you told me what time it started, and I had in my head it was I
Yeah.
had the time zone wrong, and then it's like, oh shit, it started.
Oh man.
Bye, honey, I gotta go.
Is there anything else about the tournament that we need to talk about before we go on?
I don't think so. I think we covered the basics. We know when it starts. Where you're going to come to the Discord, the Roll for the North channel on the Dice Masters Online Discord. That's going to be where everything's going to happen. We'll announce pairings there.
Reporting.
Yeah, so that's where you'll need to be. So hopefully, I think everyone is a member of the Discord. So
should be.
yeah.
Can you give me a permanent link for that real quick, and then I'll post it in chat and on the.
Actually, it should be if you go into the onto the DM-North website. There should be a link right to that channel on the registration part.
Right? Meow.
If I did it right, I didn't.
I'm just trying to get the permanent link so I don't have to it doesn't shut everything down. Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
So that can get you right to the right channel that you need to go to. But yeah, I think you guys have covered kind of everything else. Like we know kind of what we're playing for.
Awesome.
We know when it is. It's modern, constructed.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Yeah, don't go with your EXG bullshit.
I'm showing up with a Golden Age.
I'm bringing my
You would,
super
Rob, you
super
would.
Yanti cube team.
You would, Chris. You would.
Chris
I'll
would,
show
that
up
son
with
of a
my
bitch.
Gabi Nabi team.
I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, cool. So that's the tournament. Let's talk about what we saw this weekend in preparation for this tournament.
Yep.
How about that? How about we do that?
How
You wanna do
about that? Yeah.
How about
Alright.
them apples?
Let me see. I think I switched these teams. Let me see. So
If it got Thor, it's Peters.
if it has Thor's, it's okay.
Yeah,
Let's
so
do second
we
place
ran
first.
the monthly one shot. Yeah, this
Alright.
week following the result, following the format, like we said, we ended up with 8 players.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up doing 3 rounds, best of 1. So our final ended up being Peter VDV versus Elliot 2Ms, or Elliot 2M. And so I don't know which team you have up here. So
Becky Lynch, Deadpool.
So
that's Elliot's.
that's Elliot's team.
If it has,
if it's got Deadpool, it's Elliot's. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Elliot runs Deadpool like a master.
Yeah.
But he did not purchase Deadpool
At all.
in the final. I can't comment on the earlier matches, but in the final,
I don't think he did in the first match.
Nope. No, he
I don't
didn't.
think we saw him.
Because we made a comment about it, and like it's really weird that he hasn't reached for his Deadpool yet.
So
I don't know.
So looking at the team, it's Becky Lynch, Straight Fire, Deadpool, Danny Moonstar that rerolls Atlantis, Gazer for Intimidate, Godcatcher, the aggro one, Rare Spider-Man from IG, Eddie Guerrero, Booker T, and Anger Issues. Yeah, this was Godcatcher all day, I think is how this one went.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Godcatcher was his main win con. Becky Lynch and Deadpool were very much relegated to globals. You know, Gazer and Spider-Man as removal, Eddie Guerrero to you know, help get his Godcatchers through to stop
Prevent that
static
blink.
fields.
Yep.
And Atlantis and Danny Moonstar to kind of help with ramp and churn, you know, on that. So he's a well-oiled machine. I think the only comment in the finals, there was a turn in which we all commented that he should have pivoted to get a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
And instead he did not. So other than that, I mean, he still did a fantastic job with the team.
For sure.
We were very much doing a what if, you know, kind of thing. Hindsight being 2020. There was that one turn that Spider-Man probably was a better play, but he still made the best out of everything he had on there. Yeah. So
he does really well with piloting off of the decisions that he makes. It's really good.
Yeah.
Not like
I mean, he's one of those chess players where he's 2 moves ahead of where he's already at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
behind.
He will make adjustments as necessary based on rolls and what your opponent's doing, but he doesn't do something just for the short term. He's doing it thinking this is how what I'm going to do with that in 2 rounds and stuff like that. So
Elliot never over purchases, and I think that's the downfall of a lot of players because Elliot, like, he purchased all of his God Catchers at one point, and we were kind of thinking he might have purchased too many God Catchers and he should have switched off, but honestly, he had a really good chance on one turn, but some things... And also, by the way, all of the tournament that we covered, the 3 matches, they're up on our YouTube. You could check those out. You can also check out the VOD on Twitch. Be sure to check those out after you watch the live stream. But he did he might have over-purchased the God Catchers, but he actually had a really good turn where he would have won if he would have had everything come up Millhouse.
That final round, he was having some very unfortunate rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dice game. That's how it works. So yeah, you know. But no, I mean, nothing too groundbreaking on this team. Variant on what he's been playing for a while now. We just saw him using Godcatcher much more often than his Deadpool combo.
Yeah.
So
and I would say Elliot's one of the better players in the online community that we haven't seen him play live, but he's one of the better online players that we have. And anytime you can check out,
new to the game.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Well, I guess not anymore. He's been around for months. I think since the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
He's new within the last year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's
but
crazy.
he's a great player. Like I played against him, and he was.
I played a draft when Infinity Gauntlet came out. We did a constructed draft, open a draft pack, build a team out of that, and it was one of the more nerve-wracking matches I've played in a very long time. I snuck out a win, and I'm not quite sure how, because I shouldn't have, other than the fact that I was able to. I had both the rare Iron Man and rare Spider-Man, so when fields and when attacks, I was removing his characters out of the field. And I even made a mistake and spun something down to a mask, which gave him globals to bring a sidekick in using the collector global to put another blocker in the field. So I had to work a couple more rounds to get my win. But yeah, I mean,
all right,
he's a fantastic player. Like I said, he's 2, if not 3 rounds deep in his thought processes when he's making those purchases, you know.
All right, and let's go to the winner of the tournament. This is
Peter VDB.
You got it. Wow. All right.
Made a conscious effort to do that.
So we've got the super rare Thor, the rare Black Widow, the Kree Captain Common, or not? Well, the global only Kree Captain. Yeah, I forgot.
Essentially blank.
Yeah. The Gazer Intimidator, the rare Spider-Man, the Common Collector, Clayface, Brain Puppies, aka Intellect Devourer, Common, running Static Field and Villainous Pact as his basic actions there. And so he was, his win con was Thor and field
nothing
characters
else.
and
Just
deal
ping
you
away.
damage.
Yeah, it was
sidekicks. He could create sidekicks in so many different ways. In pretty much
and then
every
using that
match.
Kree Captain with Clayface.
Kree Captain, Clayface,
crazy.
and Black Widows it was pretty much consistent every round. Round 3, he had super rare Thor out in the field.
Yeah,
Right.
we had Peter on round 2 and round 3 on Saturday, and I think round 2 he took it against Ben. I think in that round.
Yep.
And
at the end of it, he said,
excited about that.
I beat Ben.
I'm done. I beat Ben. We're good.
He's
Give me my
officially the
Yu-Gi-Oh
world
set.
champion now. Right? It's in the mail. But yeah, that was a great match, and the final round was a great match as well. Just Thor's just doing so much work, man. He's going to be so dangerous.
My prediction for this Saturday is Thor's going to be.
Thor's going to make his presence well known.
Yeah.
I think the last couple of events with the Infinity Gauntlet in, people have really begun to see the rare Black Widow as well. I think
that card caught me off guard. I read it, I knew what it did, but then I've seen it work. I'm like, holy crap, that's really good.
Being a 2 cost, you can so much shenanigans with it, especially with Clayface and whatnot. You can Clayface one in to purchase another one and all that. But it's on the character face, great. You've got a little attacker and whatnot, but mostly what you want it, and it's spinning, you want it on that energize to give you the energy to fuel all of your other globals and everything. And it starts becoming targeted removal. You're spinning things down and spinning them out of their field.
And
if no one's familiar with the rare Black Widows, the 2-cost mass Widow's Hunt that says energize, spin target character die down 1 level. If that character is already at level 1, spin it to an energy face of your choice.
Also, one more thing. No one really ran any control against Peter, so I don't know how good this Thor is against control, because it's kind of a glass cannon kind of build. He has to really kind of reach around with Black Widow quite a bit to get going.
He's got Black Widow, but he's got Gazer and Spider-Man for anti-control.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too hard to get around to the Draxes and the Marys of this world with this team.
We'll see. He just didn't face any, though.
Yeah, looking at the tournament.
I think you will on Saturday.
No, most definitely. At some point, we're going to see Thor versus Control.
Yeah.
Whether it's Peter running it or someone running it, there's going to be, Thor versus Control. And, again, you have to have the tech in there to get you out. And he's got some tech. He's got the Gazer and the Spider-Man to help him get out from behind that control. Black Widow will do it just as well, too. It just takes a little bit longer. But as cheap as she is, it's not going to be hard to do.
Yeah. Speaking of the control on this may just be a small sample size of 8 teams. We only saw 1 Typhoid Mary and we saw 2 Drax. That was it. I mean, it's a very small sample size, like I said, but that's interesting that there wasn't as much control as I thought there was going to be. I thought everyone would just come in here, bust out a control team, old school style, and there wasn't. I mean, I guess if you want to call Gazer control, but I don't know.
Gazer is kind of a control,
Is it temporary control?
Yeah. He gives you that element for 1 round. I'm back in the game, but what do I need to do for this 1 round?
Yeah, and that's Drax the Pacifist, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And it's when fielded, choose an opposing card, canceling all previous choices. Your opponent may not purchase or field that character until Drax leaves the field zone. Yeah.
So that was back to earlier. The first half of it lets you pick any card, but the second half of it only impacts character dice. So you can officially target an action die, but it has no effect because it's an action die, not a character. So, he's really only good against characters, not actions.
Yeah, which unfortunately the big bad wolf right now is
Godcatcher.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Godcatcher, looking at the card breakdown, the analysis for Saturday. Again, this Saturday's tournament was touted as preparation for Roll for the North this Saturday. The number one card used at 4 was Gazer Evil Familiar, which is the Intimidate Gazer. And then we had like a 5-way tie at 3, which consisted of the Aggro Godcatcher, Super Rare Thor, Rare Spider-Man, Eddie Guerrero Ice Steel, and Black Widow Widow's Hunt. So those are 5 cards that we're probably going to see a lot of on Saturday. I'm pretty sure you can guarantee those will be in the top 10 cards played.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, my prediction is Widow's going to be on so many teams. Thor, I think, is going to be. That's my pick right now. I think for
Especially with you being able to proxy.
Yes, yeah. So I think Thor is going to be huge. Godcatcher is going to be huge. Spider-Man, yeah, there'll be a few of those around. He's excellent removal, absolutely excellent, because you can't stop a when attacks ability right now, can you?
I don't think so. No.
Stop when fielded, but when attacks is.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
And he's got decent stats too. I mean, he's
he's
0.33, a 1.44, and a 1.55.
Yeah.
So he's a beefy boy on his own.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we haven't seen too much of is, how range fits in a lot of this. I think there's still some shenanigans that can be had with range in the current meta.
Fuck range.
I hate range. At least one for sure. I wonder who's gonna run that.
Venerable Dreadnought. Let me see. Yeah, this bad boy. I got it on screen right now. Custodian of Knowledge. When Venerable Dreadnought is active, your active character dice has range 1. I can't even say it without getting sick.
Complete the whole thing. I hate Venerable Dreadnought so much.
Card. Like when he came out, it was like, holy crap, this is good. And then
it's died off. But there's there's some shenanigans that can be had with range that I'll just leave it at that and let people think about it as a Dice Masters puzzle.
How dare you?
Especially with that Thor Global. You can get him out there super quick. And Becky Lynch? Oh, shut up, Chris. Don't give people ideas.
No one's going to run Becky Lynch. No one. She won't be on.
Speaking of Becky Lynch, there was there was 3 Becky Lynches that were in there, the Made in Ireland, and then one other Becky Lynch. So she was like the most, or was it was the other way around? I don't remember. But the Becky Lynch Global was one of the most used globals, plus the Thor Global.
But was she wasn't like a win con on any of the teams, was she?
I didn't. Not many
that
people
we
bought her if they
witnessed
did.
on any of them. Most of them relegated her to global and alternate win con.
Yeah.
Pivot.
The Straight Fire was a common one because it has Overcrush, so it has something on it.
The Intimidate, so.
Yeah, sorry. It was 3 Becky Lynches total, and it was 2 of the one of the spin one, whatever it's called. Is that the Made in Ireland, and 1 Straight Fire, and that was on Elliott's team.
Yeah, Made in Ireland, yeah. And all of them have the global, so you're not picking a bad one. It's just one of them doesn't have Overcrush, just so everyone knows, and it's a 5 cost.
Yeah, there's one that doesn't have Overcrush, one that's Overcrush only, and one that's the Overcrush and Intimidator. So
yeah,
for sure.
It's not Intimidate, it's Reroll.
Or Reroll, sorry, that's right, Reroll.
Yeah, if it was just Intimidate, I don't think people would be bitching about it as much.
No,
force Reroll it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gross. Shut up, Robert. No one likes you.
I love it so much. And surprisingly, only 2 Clayface. So that's still, I guess, a lot.
And I believe
right?
we actually saw the one match where both Clayfaces were against each other, so people were able
double
to do
Clayface.
It was Peter and Ben, right?
Double Clayfaces.
Probably.
It was, I think it was Peter and Ben.
I think double Clayface in this on Saturday is going to be dangerous. It's going to escalate quickly.
That's good. Fast rounds.
I'm trying to remember what event it was I played in, and it was one of the one big weekend coronavirus events that I played in, and it was a match against Troy, and we both had Clayface, And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there looking at it, going, "What the hell have I just stepped into?" Troy's just, and I do this, and then I do that, and I'm like, "That's way too much in one turn."
Yeah.
No,
I'm over it.
So
Let's say you don't. Let's say you don't.
Yeah. And just to round out the different card types, the basic actions, there was a 4-way tie on basic actions. Each one of these are 2, so there was 2 of them in the tournament. So there's Villainous Pact, Under Surveillance, Walk with Elias, and Booker T, ringside announcer. There was 2 of each of those in the thing. In the event.
2 ramp style options or churn options.
Mm-hmm.
2 win con. So the Under Surveillance Booker T, either with Becky or with Godcatcher, getting some massive damage going there.
And sorry, sweet chat, I did not have you up so people could see on the YouTubes later on. Sorry about that.
Oh,
yeah,
you failed the city.
Yeah, I did.
I'm a little nervous, upset that Rare Black Widow will be featured more as a control option. Don't be scared, son.
Yeah.
What's up, Ronathan? And what's up, Sicko? Sorry. Throw some tacos in chat, y'all. Tacos in chat to ease Joe's worries.
For some reason.
I don't know what he's worried about.
I think he's worried that people are going to start using it against him. That might be
the
problem.
He's been a champion of it for a very long time, and now it's people are catching on to it. So it's like, oh, now I'm going to actually have to deal with it myself instead of use it against everyone, unbeknownst to him.
Get over it, bro. It's 2020.
2020.
Still.
Black Widows are funny.
Yeah.
Cat is out of the bag.
Oh man. So yeah.
Cool. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think we're gonna see on Saturday? Like we kind of touched on it a little bit, but I mean, is it gonna be just Thor, and more Thor?
No, I think Thor, Godcatchers, and Becky's are still your top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say 70% of your top 8 are going to have one of those 3 on it.
Yeah.
I think Thor, Godcatcher will be top 2.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I've just seen what that Thor can do when he rolls properly.
Mm-hmm.
He just destroys so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, and again, since he's just doing the damage on Winfield, and there's so many other abilities out there to escalate and accelerate your ability to field things from your use pile and whatnot. It's like, okay, once you've got Thor in there and he's got the backside that he's going to stay there unless someone has that targeted removal or blanks him type thing. Once he's there, he stays there for the most part.
Yeah.
And all you've got to do is just field characters to the point where you can push your wall through.
Yeah.
And I think Static Field is probably going to be the most used basic action.
Yes, I'm predicting that as well, because I think we're going to be going for, well, people who are running Thor want to keep them.
Yeah.
So you want to protect against those force attacks, which are still popular.
Yeah. And
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Under Surveillance and Static Fields.
Yeah.
As
on the same team.
Surprises though.
Masked teams are going to dominate in the competitive field going forward until there's something that happens that changes it up, because masks are used for a lot of the great globals for enabling, and
Villainous Pact. We just mentioned
Static Field,
Static Field,
Clayface,
your Clayface,
Walk with Elias.
Most of your sidekick creators are mask based.
Almost all of them except for the
Atlantis.
Has,
yeah, that's. Is there any other one?
I mean,
is there Captain America somewhere?
No, that's rotation.
But I mean, you've got Collector, which is mask based. The one that actually I think has surprised me that we're not seeing as much of is Brain Puppies. As much as we used to, like every team used to have an energy fixer on it.
Yeah.
And now that it's one of those, all of a sudden you have to field it to be able to spin it back, is the only difference that the Intellect Devourer has versus any of the previous energy fixers. All of a sudden it's fallen out of favor.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, because and I think people are hoping. I think people are greedy. Honestly, they're hoping that their opponent will have it so they can use it.
I think there's a lot of that out there, because I mean, if I'm building a Thor team, I'm putting an Elective Hour on it.
Yeah.
You're so mask reliant on that team. You've got to have a way to make sure you've got masks on it.
Yeah. Agreed.
And Joe said he does.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. Joe says he doesn't want to give your opponent that extra energy if either player brings a sidekick maker.
Yeah, but if you need masks more than anything else, and your team goes with masks
in your life,
yeah, you kind of need it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have a lot of masked characters on your team, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, and most likely your opponent's probably bringing brain puppies, and you'll be good with that, and you only need it once.
Brain Puppies is the name Rob has affectionately given the Intellect Devour from the Tomb of
Annihilation.
Sorry, Trouble in Waterdeep set. So.
That's right.
It's an appropriate name. I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. I think it's official.
Yeah. It's official.
Someone asked. I was just answering the question. I wasn't commenting on the goodness or badness of the nickname.
How dare you
besmirch nickname ever created?
You're besmirching the name of Brain Puppies, Ryan. How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
They're the puppies of the highest quality, okay?
Well, considering how they're actually created, no, they are not of the highest quality.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Cool. So yeah, that's the meta I think we're probably going to see on Saturday, the cards that we will be seeing. So everyone be prepared for that on Saturday. If you haven't built your team, it gives you an idea of what to tech around. Or if you don't want to, you just go in and do your own thing like I do,
and totally get
Leroy
crushed.
Jenkins style. Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
There's a reference for y'all.
Do you guys think control will be a thing? Do you think Typhoid Mary is going to be in?
I think that people are going, specifically your Godcatcher style teams are going to, because there's so little tech needed on that team for the win con, they've got a lot of room left over for control that they can, instead of trying to go aggro, win, they can get the control out and then force their win.
Yeah. I mean, I think control only helps Thor teams, honestly. So if you bring enough control to handle the Thor team's most likely going to have the control to deal with it. So it's going to be a crazy fall. So so everyone knows.
The Thor team benefits the most from a control environment because it just wants to sit there and field characters to deal you damage.
It's just a humble man fielding things. That's all it is.
Though we need to have a Thor alt art sleeve made with the Fat Thor from Avengers Endgame.
Oh god.
I know a guy who might be able to do that.
Yeah.
Or
I want to see. I want the picture of him sitting on the couch holding the headset, screaming, with the beer in the hand. God. I want that image on the card.
Yeah, Reg, get on that.
Or the Thor from where he was the
Thorbowski. That was the name I was trying to remember.
Big Lebowski Thor.
The one where he was the Galactus's what you call it? Herald. Yeah, he looked pretty badass in that one. In that comic.
So you mean the making Fortnite canon part of canon Marvel Universe?
I can't tell.
Which means DC is now part of Marvel Universe.
Well, they've kind of explained that they're part of the same universe anyways by the multiverse and how Captain Marvel is in both of them.
All of those have been what ifs.
But no. They've had They've had things where they show Captain Marvel and it's the Marvel side and also the DC side in different panels, just to show that there's a multi-universe in the DC comics. They've shown that.
There was a comic, I have no idea what it is right now, but where they made reference to some DC heroes in a Marvel comic. And I don't remember what it was. Like actually naming them without naming them.
Yeah. They're canon in each other's universe. Yeah.
They do it a lot. It's been around for a while.
And for one thing, the one above all and the and what you call it, in each other's universe when they start destroying the universes of each other. The one above all has been in the DC comics, so therefore he's part of the DC universe. So
they're comic books. Comic book universes are all connected.
Yeah.
When you have enough money, they're all connected.
Yeah. And who knows, Disney might buy them also.
Disney owns all the comic books.
Yeah.
Cool. So moving on, the last thing that we have is any virtual worlds updates. We'll start putting more things out there after this Saturday, probably on Sunday or Monday. We'll put some things out there. We have taken it upon ourselves to have a virtual worlds event. I don't know. Did we want to at least touch base on any of the things we're planning on doing, or do we just want to hold off?
Why don't we do a save the date type thing?
Okay. What's the date?
So,
tell me the date to save.
The main date you want to save is pull up my calendar. October 10th, 2020.
10/10/20.
10/10/2020. So
for the main event.
Save that date, and if possible, save the weekend. So
save the weekend, please. Yeah. Save the cheerleader.
Save the
world. Also, we have a few things coming up this Thursday and Friday that me and Robert are going to be putting on this very channel. We're going to be opening some Magic stuff, a la like we did for Corset 2021. Mass opening, well, not mass openings. It's going to be openings of the stuff that we got. So be sure to tune in for that.
Is that when you got ripped off on something? I saw you doing a pack opening one.
Oh, yeah. The thing is...
Oh, my God.
Hold on. I got something better in return. I messaged Wizards of the Coast. I got a Torch of Defiance, which is the Planeswalker in there, which is considerably more expensive than that. They made it right. I have no problem with them now, so yeah.
Okay, I thought you were referencing my Double Masters box.
Oh, yeah, Rob totally got screwed
on everything I pulled.
No, I saw Chris was opening Spell.
Yeah.
Chandra Spellbook, yeah.
He didn't get any foils. He was so mad. And every time we bring it up, he's like, don't fucking talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
At least you had video evidence documenting it. So that if Wizards, too close there.
Too soon, man.
Too soon. Any issues? You were like, no, look, I did it live on stream here.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, it had me worried because Robert's like, you kind of opened it to the side and then put it on the table, so you could have lied. I was like, Robert, you're putting that in my head when I'm so stressed about this right now. But no, they took care of me on that. Everything's good with that. I have no problem with that. If you message them and have them take care of something, they are a little bit behind schedule right now, but they took care of it. I'm 100% satisfied. So.
Me too, because Chris gave me his non-foil version of it, so I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Ahead. So yeah, we're doing that. We're opening. Actually, we're going to do virtual packs tomorrow on Arena.
Yeah.
And then Friday we're doing regular paper packs. So that's awesome. And then just our normal streaming stuff. I think we're doing some stream.
We're doing Saturday for sure. Roll for the North, of course.
Sure. Roll for the North, obviously.
Which you are not going to be here.
I won't be here. I'm actually going hiking for the first time ever in my life. At the ripe young age of 38, going hiking for the first time. So if I die, pour out a little liquor for me. So that's all I ask.
Oh man!
But yeah, I'm worried.
I'll pull out a White Claw, man.
Thanks. I'm worried I'm going to get bit by a rattlesnake. That's my thing. I'm just worried about that.
So ridiculous.
I'm just paranoid about snakes. We're going to Waco, Texas, in some park down there, and I'm worried about it. I'm just paranoid about getting bit by rattlesnakes in general. I don't know why. It's an irrational fear, but you never know. Maybe I get attacked by a bobcat or something.
It's not such an irrational fear for the state that you live in, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm kind of creeped out about it, but I'll take a poking stick if I gotta, and we'll see what happens.
Make sure you have them, as Mel said. Make sure you have good boots. Make sure they're made for walking.
That's just what they'll do.
Yeah,
I'm taking my knife with me for sure.
I shared I have tarantulas at my house, and they're harmless. They're not that big a deal. And Robert's like, I'm never gonna help you with the outside. No
I'm
offense.
never going your house. Yeah. He's like, you want to come help me do yard work? Not with them giant ass tarantulas wandering around. Fuck that.
I'd walk away from my house. I'd say no.
Yeah. Well,
burn it.
Spider
Burn it with
lives there
fire.
now.
Oh, the spiders know the full house. Just burn it.
They're harmless. They're harmless. Oh my gosh. All right. Whatever.
You're terrifying.
They're gigantic and they walk and they're just like they do like this number, like they just like creep walk, dude. Like
They crip walk?
Yeah, they crip walk.
So,
What's up, homie?
Years ago, back in my 20s, back when I used to go out drinking quite a bit and whatnot, and I was leaving my apartment.
Drink with a tarantula?
No, I was leaving my apartment to go out drinking with a bunch of friends, and I opened the door, and there's literally a tarantula at my door, kind of clawing at it. I gotta shut the door. Called up my friends, I'm like, I can't make it, guys. They're like, what? And I was like, there's a tarantula at my door. They didn't believe me. They came by. They saw the tarantula. They're like, yeah, sorry, man, we're gonna go.
We're out. Fuck that.
Oh man. You pansies.
Well, at least the things up in Canada that can kill you are moose, right? That's like the big thing. Isn't that like the worst thing y'all have there? Is
bears.
Like
they have bears.
We got bears.
What else?
High alcohol content beer.
Yeah, we got beer with alcohol in it.
Sounds amazing.
Beers.
Moose beer. I want a moose beer. Is that a thing?
A beer bear.
Is that like a hockey? Oh, a beer bear.
Ooh.
He's a bartender. Beer bear. Hit me. Oh
Up there,
God.
they do actually have you have the right to bear arms because they have bears there. So just so you know.
That's right.
Oh, wow. And on that note, everybody,
Ba-da-bum.
audience went to 0.
Dad jokes were made.
Yay. It's not a stream. It's officially a stream now.
Oh man. So yeah, be sure to check out the Roll for the North. It's going to be happening this Saturday. If you're not going to be playing in it, which we advise that you please play in it because there's lots of prizing. Jourdo and the crew at the DM-North have done a lot of things for it to make sure that you'll be entertained, and we don't want to have them say, "Are you not entertained?"
I
But
kind of want him to, though.
yeah, okay, all right. So we'll be covering it as much as we can. We'll sit in a table that they tell us to sit in there, and we'll be good little boys. Me and Mike will be doing the stream commentary, and Ryan will be there too. Ryan will probably be trying to handle technical aspects of things that are going on, so he'll be there. But
put out all the fires that no one's going to know about until the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
They call him the
That's what I do best.
Yeah.
This is nice.
We'll be covering it as well, so we'll have games on our channel. Dice Masters North, sorry. Different channel name. Ronathan, I think, is going to be live streaming on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's the bulk of the live streamers. I know the Ministry of Dice is debating whether they live stream or drink.
TJ Bozilla, is he doing it?
Yeah, TJ will be there. He's signed up, so Friday Night Clicks will be. I'm assuming he'll be
Live
twitching.
streaming. Yep.
Yeah.
Switching the entire time.
Do we is I believe Ross is not available.
No,
So
He's got a marble stream tournament going on.
yeah, so we won't see him. But what about DM Armada?
I don't believe he's signed up, so I'm gonna assume not.
All right.
Cool.
No, I think that kind of covers it. So yeah, on the website, on the DM-North website, I'm going to try to put a link to whoever is going to be streaming, link to their channels, so that people can just kind of jump around.
Like House of Pain?
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly like that, Chris. Exactly
Just
like
like that. Oh my God.
That song's forbidden in this house. My wife hates it.
I think the official music of the tournament is going to be Rapper Snow, correct? Or am I wrong?
Yes, it'll be Snow. We've got a live performance by Snow at the halftime show.
Oh my God. That'd be amazing.
The fastest rapper of the 90s.
That's Informer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song? Okay. All right.
Maybe do a duet with Maestro Fresh Wes.
Okay,
Wow.
all right.
I'm looking forward to this tournament now.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get signal so I can watch this halftime show.
Oh man. All right. Well, be sure to just check everything out. If you need more details, go to DM-North. I'll try to put the link in the description of the YouTube channel. And just hey, check out the community. We're trying to do everything for everyone to have fun, and especially during this time. So just tune in. That's it. Everyone, be safe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Be safe. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.